same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Company. It is great to be here with you guys on this wonderful Friday afternoon. TGIF, as they say. It's really freaking cold here in Chicago. -2 degrees outside. Kids are at home hanging out. And I got a whole bunch of comics for you guys today. Actually, we're doing $5 trades here. So get ready to stock up on your collection because we got a great collection here that I curated from Mr. Roberto Santiago, one of our regulars, who is also a reseller, a fantastic reseller. One of the coolest things about going out to Portland was I got to check out one of his many warehouses where he has shown me how he has curated his collection. And he is the most organized person on the planet. He has volunteered to come here and take a look at the mess that I have over here. You guys just don't see it, but there are all these long boxes here that are full of boxes that are just completely out of order and everything. So, mayhaps one day we'll get Roberto out here and he'll put everything together and we'll start, having a little bit more organization here. But in the meantime, while I was out there, he told me he had a whole bunch of trades. He said, "Hey, Onrie, I know you do really well with graphic novels. I have 3 big boxes of graphic novels. You can kind of pick through them and, we'll do like a swap." And so I was like, all right, cool. So I went out there and I went through everything. Roberto's got a really great site that he's working on getting up, and it's actually been up. He's going to have the link for you guys soon. But in the meantime, I wanted to share with you guys the link to his eBay store. He's got a lot of stuff up on eBay. So if you guys are interested in checking out some of the bundles that he puts together, please go visit his eBay store. He's got some great stuff up there. Great collection from Roberto, and he buys a lot of the same stuff I do, so that's where we kind of have a common interest. So anything I might be missing, he'll probably have. So there we go. Check it out. In the meantime, it's great to be back here with you guys. We're doing $5 trades today. We're going to go over the bottom row of stuff first. As always, if you spend $25 with me, by the end of the show, you're going to get to spin the wheel. And if you spend $50 with me and you're located within the United States, you will get free shipping on your order. And so let's get this show on the road, on the icy road. First book of the afternoon is Mad Dog #1. Mad Dog #1. It looks like a 90s book based on the character from the hit TV series Bob. Did you guys ever see Bob? I'm gonna look this up real quick. Bob, the TV show. Speaking of which, there will be commercials aired today on the show because advertisers need to cash in on everything. Bob TV show. I think I remember Bob. It was an American sitcom, and it was actually Bob Newhart. And Mad Dog was from that show. He was derived from that show. So Bob is an American television series created by Bill Stinkkellner. His name is Stink. Bob the Stink. And Buff Sutton. Oh, people had weird names back in the 90s. It aired on CBS from September 18th, 1992 to December 27, 1993. 2 whole seasons of this. All right. And so this was the comic character, I guess. The series was the 3rd starring vehicle sitcom for Bob Newhart, following his previous successful CBS sitcoms, The Bob Newhart Show and Newhart. Newhart portrayed Bob McKay, the creator of the 1950s comic book hero Mad Dog, which is who this comic is about here. Mad Dog was a casualty of the Comics Code Authority, a real-life self-regulation authority formed to assuage concerns over violence and gore in comics in the 1950s. Very fascinating, actually. I did not know all these things about Mad Dog. Now we have some knowledge here. So we got Mad Dog #1. I'm going to do this for just $3 today. For anyone who might be interested in this character that was created for a TV show starring Bob Newhart. What's up, Tori? How you doing? I didn't know this. This is actually really cool. I just picked this book up because it looked cool. But it's sort of like a satire of a satire. Not a satire. It's a comic based on a real or on a fictional character created for a TV series. Sort of like they took the ideas from the TV show and they kind of like expanded upon it. That's really cool. The Pit by John Byrne, Mark Grunwald, one of the Basimas, and Drake. This is pretty cool. The Pit. It's about a cyborg alien thing happening in space. It's from Marvel. This is going to go for $3. Dan Price, how you doing, dude? Good to see you. Got Mr. Dan Price in the house. Dan, I'm going to feature the books you sent me next week. That'll be on my. They'll be spotlighted on my Tuesday night show next week. I have them upstairs. Swamp Thing number 39, Sophisticated Suspense. This is going to go for $3. We got David Moore in the house. David Moore in the house. Yes. You're the man now, dog. All right, we got Iron Man number 200. Tony Stark fighting Ironmonger. This is going to go for $3. $3. As promised, I'm going to be busting out $5 graphic novels today. Got a big stack here equal to probably about a short box full of $5 trades here. So get ready. So ROM Space Knight number 40 is going to go for $3. $3 on ROM Space Knight number 40. I'm going to say that's a newsstand copy, probably in a fine condition, fine, very fine. All right. Yes, no problem. We'll get to that before 50 minutes. Moon Knight number 21 is going to go for $3. Moon Knight 21 is $3. Amazing Spider-Man 255. ASM 255 going for $3 today. This is a great price on this book. Let's see who worked on ASM 255. Moon Knight 21 is off to David Moore. I got you. Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends. You got a stellar team here. That's going to go for $3. All right. ASM off to Dan Price. Very good. Iron Man off to Dan Price. Moon Knight off to David Moore. Ellen, could you do me a favor? Can you get me a pen over there? And then get me the light blue notepad so I can start marking stuff down. No, a different one. It's a push-up pen. Captain America number 265. Yep. Written by Mr. David Anthony Kraft, my co-writer on Yisun Shin, and illustrated by Mr. Mike Zeck. This is going to go for $3 today. That's perfect. Can you give me the different one? Light blue. Light blue. Pen is good. I'll take the pen. It's a lighter color blue. You'll see it if you look deeper in there. Thanks, buddy. X-Men number 30. This is a real interesting issue. This is going to go for $3, and it is the issue where Cyclops and Jean Grey tie the knot. Okay, the Zek is off to Dan Price. Thanks, Alan. I'm not welcome. He had e-learning today, but he woke up this morning with not feeling the best, so we just kind of took it easy. And I had him do some homework. Made the kid work a little bit. Now he's doing a lot better. Okay, awesome. We got the Captain America. So this is a two-part story, and I believe the other part is 266 or 264. I'll see if I can find it for you. But Dak worked on both of those with Mr. Mike Zeck. He really enjoyed working with Mike Zeck, by the way. So X-Men 30, Andy Kubert, Cyclops and Jean Grey tying the knot, $3. That's a long time in the making there. Superman Real Worlds. This is where a dude gets the mark of Superman. He's a mobster, and he gets the mark of Superman, so now he has to do the right thing. I'm going to keep this at the $5 mark. So $5 on Real World Superman. Pretty cool one. Daredevil number 159, Marked for Death. This is going to go for $3 on Daredevil number 159. We were talking with the kids yesterday about a Daredevil video game. Could they pull it off? I think they easily could pull it off. There's all kinds of things they could do with Daredevil. Cops, #1, giant-sized first issue. Do you guys remember Cops? This was a cartoon in the 90s. It's going to go for $3. Everything's $3 right now, except for that Superman Real Worlds. Spider-Man Reign, Spider-Man Reign 2, #1 by Care Andrews with Brian Reber. This is going to go for $3. And then I have Books of Doom, #5. This is a great issue. I just finished reading this series. So Books of Doom is all about Doom's rise to power, and it's kind of written as a biography, or like a documentary kind of. Other people who have served Doom kind of provide their commentary throughout. But in this issue, we see how he becomes the ruler of Latveria. It's really, really awesome. I'm going to keep this one at the $5 mark too. I had to buy this book in order to complete my set because no one else had issue 6. So I had to buy it as a bundle with 3, 5, and 6. So I ended up with an extra one. So I was hoping I could kind of pay off the bundle by selling this one off for just $5, which I think is a great deal on this, because some of these issues for Books of Doom actually go for a lot of money. I know I paid like $20 for issue 1, and then I got it, and I'm like freaking bracking, and I have to pay more money to get the whole series. So the Books of Doom cost me a pretty penny, but it was worth having. I mean, it's now in my collection. I'm very happy with it. All right, I have this amazing. It's a Spider-Man annual run here, and it's called The Hero Killers, and it actually involves Carnage. Carnage is a really major part of this. So, and then there's a solo tale of Venom here. So it starts with Amazing Spider-Man Annual #26, moves on to the #12 Annual, onto the Web of Spider-Man 8 Annual, and concludes with the New Warriors #2 Annual. And I'm going to do this entire set here for just $10 today for this annual stack here of ASMs. And then I have Batman, The Many Deaths of Batman, issue 433, 434, and 435. You don't got to hunt anything down. I got everything here for you. I'll do it all for just $9. It's $9 for that stack. And finally, I have X-Men Starjammers. This is a 2-part series here, part 1 and part 2. And I'm going to offer a crazy deal on this. It's $4 for these 2 books over here, but you get the whole thing in one shot. Okay, now I'm going to put up some other books here for the bottom row. So we got a whole rack over there, and then we're off the $5 trade. So just hang tight, David Moore. We're almost there. We're almost ready to do it. Almost ready to rock. Three. Okay, let's do this. I have Star Wars 17. This is going to go for $5. $5 on Star Wars 17. Call this fine condition on that. Spider-Woman #46. $3 on this. Spider-Woman 46 is $3. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 129. He's fighting the Foreigner here. That's going to go for $3. Okay, Starjammers is off to Katrina. Awesome. Of course I see this. Am I missing some other comments from you, Katrina? Sorry, was I ignoring you, Katrina? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Sweet. Moon Knight #35 is $3. Detective Comics 626. This is the first appearance of the Electrocutioner. It's going to go for $3 as well. It just needs to move. Down here. So $3 books on the bottom row. Only a couple $5 redo books here, but most of them are going for just $3. Good price. Need to move this stuff out of here. And like I told you guys before, I don't have any cons for the next 5 weeks. I'm going to be at home working on getting Eastern Shin done, getting ready for a very busy con season. I just got into MegaCon, so I'll be out in Orlando in mid-March. So I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I'm counting on you guys to help me get through this period. These shows are my only source of income right now for the next 5 weeks. 3. Okay. Did I really? Let me see. What did I miss up? Well, you said the last thing I got from you prior to your claim was you said, thanks, Alan. That's weird. Oh, who drew it? You were asking who drew it. It's Jim Aparo. Sorry, that wasn't a claim. You were asking who drew it. That was Jim Aparo, who did a ton of Batman. Gotcha. Okay, he's taking it. Okay. I'll play the ads in a bit. I promise I'll play the ads soon. You guys are going to get to see the ads. You're going to like these ads today. Okay. Finally, 2 more sets here. Hold on. We're just about ready to move on. Up. Let's see. What I got here. This has been sitting in my collection forever. Superman Forever, featuring a really cool Alex Ross lenticular here. This is going to go for $3. And finally, I have Legacy of Kane Defiance. This is 2 variant covers of the same book from the Legacy of Kane series, which is used to be very popular. It was about a vampire named Kane and his loyal servant, Raziel, who he betrayed and has become like this ghost called the Soul Reaver, and it's really cool. I love this game series. I have all the original games. They recently re-released this on the Switch. Like they just kind of ported it over. But now these comics here were actually printed up at the time when Defiance, the final chapter in the game, came out, and it was a very limited. It had a very limited print run, and it's actually the first appearance of these characters in a comic. So the value on these books is actually pretty high. I'm doing 50 on each book. So 50 on each book if you're interested. Not now. Okay, sorry. Oh, you asked if you could go play with Roberto in organizing. I think he'd be fine with that. You have to go out to Portland, but I'm sure he'd be all right with it. Okay, time to go through these $5 trades, and then it's commercial time. We're postponing because it's on Katrina's request. Okay, so first $5 book I have is the Epic Collection of Iron Man, The Return of Tony Stark. This is some of my favorite Iron Man stuff. I have all the single issues in my collection. And this is actually really badass. There's so much extra stuff in here that is not in the comics. There's like the Iron Manual, which is a separate book. And it goes and explains all of Iron Man's technology. But this actually takes place after Iron Man seemingly dies in, I think, around like issue 280 something. And that's when War Machine took over. And after that point, Iron Man eventually comes back. And it's not that he died. He just kind of like rebooted himself. So this is where we're at. So the Iron Man is off to David Moore. He's taking it right off the bat. The next one is going to go super fast, too. Batman Alien, round 1. Written by Ron Mars, illustrated by Bernie Wrightson. I read this last year. This was absolutely fantastic. So basically what happens is Batman ends up at some remote location, I think in like South America or something like that. And he's investigating the disappearance of one of his researchers, who was sent there to find this like cave or whatever where the aliens have obviously manifested. And then there's a bunch of mercenaries. So Batman's teaming up with mercenaries to find the aliens. I'm going to tell you something about this book. This book's actually worth a lot more than what I'm selling it for right now. It's $5 here, but look this book up online. People are selling it for insane amounts. This is going to go for just $5. Wrightson, it's been called by Dan Price called it. The artwork's a little different in this one, but it is very much Bernie Wrightson. And seeing Batman go up against the alien, I think is really fascinating. It's a really cool book. I think you'll appreciate this, Dan. Okay, next up I have Savage Land. Savage Land. It just says Roberto labeled it as X-Men: The Savage Land #0. So while on a quest to reunite a young woman with the man she loves, Spider-Man and the X-Men come upon the awesome evil that could destroy all humanity. Together with the mighty Kazar and his saber-toothed tiger Zabu, these heroes must struggle to stave off disaster and discover the terrible world-threatening secret hidden deep within the darkest reaches of the Savage Land. $5 on this. Can't even get one of these books up on the rack yet. G.I. Joe Infestation Volume 1. You want to know what's really cool about this? Giovanni Timpano, the interior artist of Yisun Shin, actually worked on this. This is going to go for $5. He did one of the stories. He did the G.I. Joe Infestation, but this is a combination of all three infestations, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and CBO. I'm not sure what CBO is, but this is going to go for $5. Oh, you knew Bernie. You knew Bernie personally, Dan. Bernie was a Chicago resident. I didn't actually know him personally, but yes, I've heard he was absolutely wonderful. And I'm so glad that that's awesome. And he was an incredible artist, by the way. He was absolutely fantastic. I'm glad you had a positive experience with him. That's always great. Dan and I have talked about. We've had many conversations about not meeting your hero and all that kind of stuff, but it's great that you guys had a good relationship, because Dan's always found himself to, more drawn to people that, are not larger than life, and Bernie was one of those kind of guys who it's like, if you saw his artwork, you'd be like mesmerized and be like, dude, you're a legend. But if you didn't know Bernie that way, he was just a regular guy. And that was really great. I'm glad that you had that interaction with him. Hellboy, Wake the Devil by Mike Mignola. This is going to go for $5. Yeah, Bernie was definitely a regular guy. He died very tragically from cancer. I think around his 60s, if I'm not mistaken, but he was very young, very young. All right. Bart Simpson to the rescue. Got some Simpsons here. I got a lot of Simpsons graphic novels. This is going to go for $5. Okay. Hellboy's off. Dan Price. Chucky, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, you'll see it all right. I have Simpsons Comic Supernova. This is going to go for $5. I have Aliens Life and Death by Dan Abnott. This is going to go for $5. More recent alien story from Dark Horse. Probably a few years before Marvel bought out Fox. Eclipse, another Giovanni Timpano story. So we got two books here featuring artwork from the artist of Yisun Shin. Gio, after he left Yisun Shin, went to Image with this book here called Eclipse. They did with Zach Kaplan. It basically takes place in the future where the sun has become so, the radiation of the sun is so powerful that if you stand in front of the sun, you basically burn to a crisp. So the only time people can go out is at night. And now there's a dude who's walking around who basically doesn't get affected by the sun. You can go out in the sun, but you have to wear a special suit for it. So it's kind of like a detective story set in a, in a dystopian future, kind of post-apocalyptic future. Really interesting book. Really great artwork by Gio. Gio is a phenomenal artist. And I always used to talk to him about this. He used to say that the one thing he loves most is not drawing the bigger details. He likes going and doing all the background details. That's the one thing he loves the most. So that's something I really respect for him. He's a real, workhorse. I really enjoyed my time working with Gio. This is going to go for $5 for Eclipse. I don't think you'll be disappointed with that. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of the same way. Aliens is up. to David Moore. I love these action-packed shows. I hope you guys will stick around for my commercials. I worked really hard on the commercials this week. All right. Superman, Our Worlds at War, Book 2 is going to go for $5. I've had Philip Ragusa asking me a bunch of times for Superman trades. So if he's watching this right now, this is the show for him because I have a whole bunch of Superman coming up. The Greatest Joker Stories Ever Told. This is a celebration of collection of stories of Joker stories. So there we go. Sorry, that didn't not the best pitch there. But this is pretty much a brand new book. Like I could literally list this on eBay and probably get cover price for it. We're just going to do $5 trades right now. That's just to kind of honor this collection here and how I got it. And let's just keep it simple. So the Greatest Joker Stories Ever Told, $5. Again, I could probably get cover price on that. That's pretty much a new book. Superman Doomsday. This is a limited series here that was 3 issues by Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding. That's going to go for $5. Mike Storm calls joke. Stick around for those commercials today. All right, I got the Superman Chronicles Volume 1. This is going to go for $5. Mike, it's always good to see you, brother. The Return of Superman. Look at how thick this book is. That's awesome. You got working here by Dan Jurgens, Carl Kessel, Louise Simonson, Roger Stern, John Bogdanoff, Tom Grummett, Butch Geis, Brett Breeding, Doug Hazelwood, Dennis Janke, Dennis Rodier, Gerard Jones, M.D. Bright, Romeo Tengal. All of these amazing creators going for just $5. Chronicles is off to Lorena. Doesn't even make it onto the rack. Lorena is jumping in. We got a full room right now. It is a hot show. Let's see if it can stay that hot once I air these commercials. And in case you guys don't know the deal with my commercials, I put together these satire commercials because I like to make these shows fun for you guys. I know that Kickin It is some of you guys' happy place, so I like to make things light and funny and have a good time. All right, Bart Simpson, Master of Disaster. We got some more Simpsons here going for $5. Surprised no one's jumped on any of my Simpsons graphic novels. We have 3 Simpsons books here. I have Iron Man: The End. This is the last Iron Man story. Truth be told, I kind of picked this up because I was interested in reading it. It's the final Iron Man story. It also features a classic Michelini Bob Layton tale from Iron Man 116 and 244. Pretty interesting. Turn of Superman and Our Worlds at War, off to David Moore. They are all gone. Say goodbye to these $5 trades. There's more. There's more. Don't worry. Okay. So Roberto just told me right now. I'm going to go test something real quick here. Give me 1 second, guys. We got another stack of books coming here. Okay. I'm going to send you over to dollarcomics.com. This is Roberto's website where he sells comics online. Chuck, I do have one. I have Savage Land. That's going to go for $5 if you're interested. And I might have some in the second stack that I'm about to show off right now. Let me know if you're interested. That's the only X-Men that I have right here. So that is Dollar Comics and Barefoot Comics. That is all Roberto's umbrella. This is where these graphic novels came from. You guys know Roberto Santiago. He comes and hangs out on our shows. He's also a reseller based in Portland. I have Star Wars in the Shadow of Yavin from Dark Horse, which is pretty cool. Some classic Star Wars from Dark Horse. Okay, Savage Land is off to be Chucky. Oh my gosh, Chuck, just as you said, hey, do you have X-Men? I came across another X-Men book. I'll do it right now. Holy crap. Holy baloney. Days of the Future Past, the graphic novel. That's going to go for $5. So this is what Roberto is saying. I just started this out as a way to get rid of shipping costs when buying lower priced comics. Be my superhero and let me know how to improve the site. And this is one thing I absolutely adore about Roberto. And it's honestly something I'm going to say that seems to be like a trend among all of you guys who are here. You know, one of the things that I am always trying to do when I go to conventions is improve my performance and learn what I can do better. And the reason why I've adapted this philosophy is because of what I see you guys doing out in the real world. And Roberto is really trying to improve his site genuinely. So please at least check it out. See if there's something on there you like. If there's something on there you like and you buy it, let Roberto know what the shopping experience was like. Roberto's the type of guy that if you give him feedback, he's actually going to listen to it. He takes it very constructively. He's not the kind of guy who's going to get offended because you told him what you think. And that's something I deeply admire about him. He's very much like all you other guys out there, like David Moore, Chris Deiskell. Certainly not me. If you guys like read the next issue of Yushin Shin, you tell me it sucks, I will ban you from the show for all eternity. So like, you know, it's all good. But no, like even Mike Storm, all you guys, you're all working hard and doing things out in the real world. And you guys inspire me. I appreciate you all being here. You guys are fantastic. And I sometimes even, you know, was thinking about it while I was on the road. I'm like, you know, I've had such a hard time lately on live sales. And I'm like, you know, and some people were asking me, they're like, wow, you're having such a hard time. Would you ever like stop doing this? And I'm like, no, because what I do on live sales goes hand in hand with what happens at conventions. And I've noticed that even at the last two conventions, I connected with people that shop with me here. And more, I realize that whenever I go to different conventions, I'm always connecting with people who are hanging out with me on these shows. So this is awesome. Band selling. That's it. You don't like any of. If you don't like my commercials, I'm banning you from the show. I would never do that to you, Katrina. Katrina hates my commercials. All right, Deadpool Soul Hunter. This is going to go for $5. You guys are all hardworking. Chuck and I. We're really looking forward to bringing you guys Yushin Shin. And I'm really excited because we're coming really close to finishing up the colors. Adriana's like in the process of finalizing it. And I can't believe this because it's like, it's been 3 years since we released a new Yushin Shin book. The last one came out in end of 2022. And it was actually finished way before that in 2021. I just couldn't get around to it for a whole year after Dak's passing. But now after all this time, so technically it's been 4 years since we released the Yushin Shin book, and I'm very excited to see what you guys are going to think about it. We got a lot of the same team members coming back. Adriana and Joel and I are back, but we got Chuck and Dexter in on this. And what's great is at this point, Chuck has pretty much worked on every single issue of Yushin Shin because we've recently gone back and re-edited every single book. So Chuck is up to date. He knows what's going on. He's followed the story. He knows where we need to go to stick the landing with the final issue. I know she's made anti-Onrie posters. That's right, Kickin. You guys are very lucky. The first appearance of a new character that we created for the last two issues of Yushin Shin, who we put together such a great backstory for that. It makes sense why we're introducing her at this point and everything, and it's just going to be great. You guys are going to love this. Okay, Superman, the Man of Steel by John Byrne, Marv Wolfman, and Jerry Ordway. $5 trade. Right here for you guys. Man of Steel. Superman Earth 1 by J. Michael Straczynski and Shane Davis. This is kind of like its own version of Absolute Superman, which is pretty cool. But it's like a different one. It's like a retelling. It's like a retcon Superman. This is gonna go for $5. I have Superman Our Worlds at War book 1. Didn't know I had that. Here it is. If more you claimed book 2, I'll give you first right of refusal on book 1. Venom, Death Trap, The Vault by Danny Fingerroth, Ron Lynn, Jim Sanders, and Fred Fredericks. This is gonna go for $5. I have Marvel Zombies 2 by Robert Kirkman and Arthur Soydam. That's going to go for $5. Simpsons Comics Meltdown, $5. Simpsons Comics Unchained, Simpsons Dollars to Donuts, and Spider-Man Mysterio Rising, all $5 trades. This is it. This is all the $5 trades I have. We still got quite a few up here, so this is your opportunity to jump on these. Just make a new poster. That's right. And then, like, the next time you go to like some sort of like rally or whatever, you can bring it with you. All right. So all the Simpsons are off to Lorena. Thank you, Lorena. No more Simpsons. Lorena's taking them all. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. All the Simpsons are gone. I thought those were going to sit there. Lorena had other ideas. Spider-Man Mysterio Rising is a Far From Home tie-in. Seems like a Far From Home tie-in. Okay, it's a reprint of Amazing Fantasy. And I guess Spider-Man's first few skirmishes with Mysterio. Days of Future Past and Venom are off to David Moore. Okay. David Moore, let me know if you want to take Our Worlds at War book 1. That's up there too. Yes, that was my last X-Men book, Chucky. I know, I'm surprised no one went for him either. The Simpsons books were like, oh, killer. All right, Dave Moore, let me know if you want to take Our Worlds at War book 1. I'm giving you first right of refusal on that. What do we still have here? We still got some Superman left. We have Superman Earth 1 by J. Michael Straczynski and Shane Davis. That's going for $5. I have Superman the Man of Steel by John Byrne, Marv Wolfman, and Jerry Ordway. Superman Doomsday. I still have the Giovanni Timpano books. This is the books featuring artwork by the dude who worked on the first 5 issues of Yushin Shin. So highly recommend those. Okay, so you got book 1. You needed a book 2. Okay. Chucky, I'll see if I can find one for you. I come across, I think my LCS might even have it. The Days of Future Past. That was a great 2-issue run. We still got the Marvel Zombies up there, I think. We still got the Marvel Zombies, yeah. We have the G.I. Joe Infestation and Eclipse. Iron Man, The End. There's some really good stuff. The Star Wars is really great. We got some Dark Horse Star Wars stuff, which is now all canon. I'll find a way to make it right with Chucky, David Moore. Don't worry about it. I'm probably going to head up to Canada at some point this year for one of the conventions. That is going to be there's a fan expo up there, so I might by that point I'll see if I can find one for Chuck. I will take care of my boy. That you don't have to worry about. Yeah, he loves big X-Men stuff. Chuck is a big X-Men. He is my resident X-Men guy. And he can answer any of your X-Men questions. So we got Deadpool Soul Hunter, Superman Man of Steel, Superman Doomsday, Eclipse, Iron Man The End, Marvel Zombies 2, G.I. Joe Transformers CBO Infestation. That's Hasbro Infestation. Now just a little backstory on the Infestation stuff. This is basically all those Hasbro heroes fighting zombies. And Geo did the G.I. Joe Infestation. So he had a chance to draw G.I. Joe characters, which was pretty cool. $5 on this. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4. We're down to 9 trades left. 9 trades left. All going at $5 a pop. What's the Superman Doomsday? That was a 3-issue series. It's called Hunter Prey, and it's collected here. Let me know if you want to take that. Superman Doomsday. Okay. Infestation and Zombies 2. Off to David Moore. Awesome. Eat these up, guys. Eat good. And, okay. So Lorena called David Moore. Yes, that's exactly right. Okay. David Moore, are you I'll let you guys figure out what we're doing with the infestation and the zombies too. I could give David Moore the infestation and Lorena I could give David Moore the Marvel Zombies and Lorena the G.I. Joe, but if David Moore really wants it, keep it. If you want more Giovanni Totano artwork, I highly recommend picking up Eclipse. This is a creator-owned series that he worked on with Zach Kaplan. It's a detective story that takes place in a post-apocalyptic future where the sun's radiation can literally destroy you unless you're wearing a suit. And now there's a guy who's walking out in the world, and he is completely protected from it. Gio did all the artwork for this book, and he put a lot of love and care into it. Highly recommend this. This is very, very good. It's a very good book. He put a lot of heart into that. Okay, Lorena, David Moore has agreed to give you the G.I. Joe infestation, so you can take that. And then you're also taking the Superman Doomsday. So I got you on those. So I still have Superman or Worlds at War Book 1. I have Eclipse, which is this book here. Again, a really great book here, guys. Fantastic artwork, fantastic story. You will not be disappointed in Eclipse. It is very, very good. Featuring artwork by Giovanni Timpano, the artist from Isum Shen. You can't go wrong with this. Superman, the Man of Steel. We have Iron Man, the End. Deadpool, Soul Hunter. We have Spider-Man, Mysterio Rising. Superman, Earth 1. Everything is going for $5. $5 dues. I'll let you guys think about that. I think it's commercial time. What do you guys think? Is it time for me to air my commercials? We got a full room right now, so let's do that. All right, it's commercial time. Let's do it. Are you getting lost again? Can't trust iMaps, Google Maps, or that wacky weird Waze app? Well, don't worry, because we have the solution for you. Go straight! Straight! You idiot! Introducing the Sam Kinison GPS. It'll keep you on track. You see this? Come here. Take a little look at this. This is sand. It's sand. You're supposed to be in the sea, not the desert. Nobody lives in the desert. Never get lost again, because if you do, you'll be berated in front of the whole family for it. Get your kid off your lap! Who puts their kid on their lap while they're driving? Order the Sam Kinison GPS system for only $199.95. And if you order today, we'll throw in the Gilbert Godfrey GPS system for only $49.99. Order now at 1-800-GPS-SCAM. Would you like to save on expensive hotel, yes? Come stay in my Section 8 housing complex for only $100 night. As you see here, our facilities, good cleaning, yes? Comfortable bed, yes? Breakfast, yes? No, you want these things, you buy. You not demand these things from Ishmael. You give me money and maybe I give you a place to sleep. Are you running a business that's only making $3 million a year? If so, you suck and you should quit your business and get a job at McDonald's, because $3 million sucks. You know what doesn't suck? $10 million. It still sucks though, and that's where I come in. My name is Blaine Swindle. I convinced a bunch of rich people to hire me because they had nothing better to do with their money. I charged them an incredibly high premium and then took a 3-week vacation with my girlfriend at the time to the Bahamas, where I did all kinds of drugs and didn't take any calls. When I finally decided to resurface, the company had grown
thanks only to my great and brilliant ideas. And that's where I made my exit. If you want me to help you grow your business, go to my website, make an appointment, and I'll pencil you in with my eraser. Just go to www.kissmyass.com for more details.
Coming this summer, robbing houses isn't enough. If you want results, you need to take out the trash that you're stealing and then rummage through the garbage for valuables. Joaquin Phoenix's Death Burglar, based on a true story.
Are you looking to get filthy rich off your comic book collection? Good. Buy this book right here. In fact, buy 30 copies of it, and in about 25 years, it'll be worth a fraction more than it was worth today. Possibly. You'll make a grand total of somewhere around $10 to $15, which by that point won't even get you a Happy Meal at McDonald's because of inflation. You're welcome.
The most beautiful thing about this was we had 11 people in the room when I first started airing the commercials, and now it dropped down to 5. You guys really are showing me that you love these commercials, and I'm really happy about that. I'm so glad that you guys love the commercials. I can see that there's a real demand for it. You know, that's fantastic. Just really, really encouraging, really inspiring. Thank you so much. All right, we got a couple $5 trades here. I'm going to show them off again, and then we're going to get into back issues here. So you guys totally cleaned house. I came here with a big stack of graphic novels about this high, and we're now down to this. So you guys did good. This is awesome. Blaine Swindle for president. This guy, I was actually inspired by Ryan Blair. I don't know if you guys see him online, but this guy is ridiculous. Like he's online. He's like, I only want to work with businesses that are like making a few $1 million a year minimum. Like, and that's not even a big deal. Even if you're making $10 million a year, it's like, that's not even interesting. Like companies that are making $100 million to $200 million, that's interesting. Like, no shit, it's interesting, asshole, because they're making a lot more money. It's like, so I was really inspired by that. Blaine Swindle for president. It's funny because Dak was telling me once, we were having a conversation about a mayor named Swindle, and he goes, you know, his name tells you everything about him. Like, he won't swindle you. And of course, what did he get busted for? Swindling. So there you go. All right, I'm going to go over the $5 trades again. We have Spider-Man Mysterio Rising. This is sort of like a, you know, a Far From Home tie-in. It's going for $5. Superman Earth 1 is going to go for $5. I have Eclipse by Zach Kaplan and Giovanni Timpano. That's going to go for $5. Superman the Man of Steel. That's going to go for $5. Iron Man The End is going to go for $5. Superman Our Worlds at War Part 1. That's going to go for $5. And finally, I have Deadpool Soul Hunter. That's going to go for $5. If you guys are interested, let me know if we can find homes for these books. That would be fantastic, because that way we can kind of move on to other things. And I promise you guys that between now and when we have our next show on Tuesday, I will have some ability to go out and shop and pick up some really cool stuff for you guys. Like I said, we're here together for the next 5 weeks. This is going to be my primary source of income. So I want to make these shows the best that I can possibly make them for you guys. And you tell me what you're looking for. I'm paying attention to what you guys are claiming. I'm also reading the stuff you guys are claiming too, because I want to be more knowledgeable. I want to help you guys curate your collections, and I want to help you get the stuff you're interested in. So, and I want to help you find cool new stuff too. So this is part of what gets me out of bed every day. I enjoy doing this just as much as I love hitting the convention floor and selling my books. This stuff is all about discovery, learning, getting to know you guys better. This is why I do this stuff. This is what matters to me. Whether we're having a great show or a slow show, whatever the case is, I enjoy doing this. But it's a lot more fun when things are selling and you guys are getting your stuff, and I'm able to get them to you guys at great deals. So that's the most important thing. Superman Worlds at War and Man of Steel is off. Awesome. We're down to the last 5. Down to the last 5 books here. Still shocked no one's taking Eclipse. Eclipse is really good. Iron Man: The End, Spider-Man, the Homecoming, or sorry, Far From Home, Superman Earth 1, and the Deadpool Soul Hunter. Down to 5 trades left. You guys just totally ate these up. This went so quickly. I'm so happy about that. About 9 minutes here. We're going to do FOMO books. We got some great prices on our FOMO books today. Kyle has been pushing me to do 10 FOMO books a week now. I used to do 8, so now I'm doing 10. Oh, crap. Next, can you do me a favor? Can you run upstairs to my office? There's a book on my table. It's like a graphic novel. It's about this thick. Can you bring it downstairs? Okay. There's one more $5 trade for you guys. Let me see what else I can dig up here. Any other $5 trades? I don't have $5 trades, but I do have other trades I can offer you guys. Most of the stuff you guys have seen before. And a lot of it's indie, by the way. But I guess we could show off some indie trades. Why not? These are going to be a little bit pricier. Deadpool and Earth 1. Down to 3 trades now. We almost have a complete sellout. I have Spider-Man Mysterio Rising, Iron Man The End, and Eclipse. Down to 3 $5 trades. I have another $5 trade coming your way. This one is a indie book. Okay. I have Chimera, which is done by Tyler Ellis. Really beautiful book with its ex. Okay, it's on my desk. Look around. It's kind of got like a fashion magazine cover type of thing going for it. Yeah, see if you can find it. Hunted by their past, a crew of thieves is hired for a covert mission in the midst of a galaxy being ripped apart by an interstellar holy war. If they want to survive, much less succeed, they must navigate hostile worlds, vengeful aliens, a deranged demon, and betrayal from within. There's some really great blurbs here from James Tynan, Joe Glass, and Gozi Ukazu. We got a $20 price tag on this book, and I have 3 copies of it. I know that's a bigger ask, but this is a brand new graphic novel from our friends at Comic or Press. I bought a bunch of stuff from them a number of years ago. Highly recommend jumping on that. Something Vanity, something I don't know. Okay, I have the Casebook of Robert Black, Volume 1. This is also from Comic or Press. Word on the street is when you got a problem, Rabbit Black's the one to solve it. So when Rabbit winds up murdered, but not dead, he refuses to take such a grave matter lying down. Interesting. This is also going to go for, this one's $15. Got some really great art on the interiors. $15 on this. And it's a brand new graphic novel. These are really well printed books. Like, this is high quality stuff here. From our friends at Comic or Press. I have The Things They Did, which is what's the word I'm looking for? An anthology of COVID stories, and it's triple signed. It's going to go for just $10 right now. I have 3 copies of it, so this one's 10, and it's triple signed. Massacre at the Comic Shop by Nick Lansky. This is a murder mystery that takes place in a comic book shop. It's going to go for $13. I'll do it for $12. I'll actually knock it down to 10 if you're interested. see what else we got here. Ooh, this is awesome. I have Monster Matador, Volume 1 by Steve Prince and Fabio Alves. Great independent series. It's going to go for $25 for the soft cover. And it's takes place in the near future. Kaiju have risen and brought death and destruction to our world. Now Ramon Alejandro Estevez Guerrero roams the earth fighting these monsters in the memory of his late wife to make a better future for his daughter. This is a great, great series. Highly recommend this. It's going to go for $25. And we have 6 copies of it. Plus, I got a hardcover. I have one hardcover. And that is going to go for just, there's no price on it. We'll put $35 on the price tag. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll run up there in a minute. A couple of these up here. Monster Matador is a real, I highly recommend this. This has always been a really, the single issues were really popular on Kickin' It. I do have another $5 trade for you guys. I have The Death of Superman. I have that trade going for $5 for anyone who's interested. Put it up here. Oh, all right. You worked on Monster Matador too. So Katrina worked on Monster Matador. I didn't know that. And these books are signed, by the way. I had no idea you worked on it. Trying to see where you're credited. There we go. She's credited on the back. We see Katrina right here. There she is. There's Katrina's beautiful face right here. Did I read your biography? Katrina Rhodes is our proofreader and works with other writers to help make their stories the best that they can be. She's also the author of children's stories and young adult fiction, including Return to the Toy Store and Cobalt's Castaways. And she's awesome. I added that last part. She is a celebrity, and she worked on Monster Matador. That's cool. I'm sorry, Katrina. I didn't know you worked on it. The show is not for crybabies. All right. A Matador is off to Lorena. This is a great series, guys. Highly recommend Monster Matador. There are still some $5 trades left. We have Death of Superman, Eclipse, Iron Man The End, and Spider-Man Mysterio Rising. Those are the last four trades that we have there. What is this? Relics, Blood and Paint from Umbral Comics. Looks like another little mini trade. Don't know what this is about, but here it is. It's going to go for $5. $5 on this. I'm so glad we sold. We got a copy of Monster Matador out there. I have 3 more books. Show them off right now. And then it is FOMO time. And then we're going to be spending the second hour of the show going over just back issues that I have that I didn't get to on Tuesday's show. I have Legbug Juke Joint by Chris Thayer and Ron Miltz. I do a lot of conventions with these guys. This book is signed by both of them. The book is about Reggie Dubois, who travels to the famous crossroads in Mississippi in 1939 to make a deal with the devil to be the greatest blues man in the world has ever seen. As with every deal with the devil, the deal fails to live up to his expectations. Legbug's Juke Joint chronicles the evolution of American music from its roots to the blues in the 1930s to today, including the mysticism surrounding those origins. So if you're a fan of Sinners, the movie Sinners, this could be the book for you. What a great segue. And Chris and Ron, they worked on this book together. Chris is the artist, Ron is the writer, and it's signed by both of them. We got a price tag of $20 on this. I think you will like this. Okay, so we sold Leg Buzz Juke Joint. Awesome. Leg Buzz Juke Joint off to Katrina. Sweet. And then I got this other book that I picked up from New York Comic Con. This is called Now Born: Rise of the Mlezi. This is created by an African creator who. Oh wait, no, never mind. This is from. Somebody else. No? Okay, never mind. It's the newborn. I was thinking overborn. Sorry. This is by Peter Chizoba Daniel. I see this guy every year at New York Comic Con. He's one of my neighbors. This is one of his books. The Newborn Saga is an epic fantasy series set in ancient Africa. Long ago, a great ancient evil sought to engulf creation. The celestial council came together and created a solution to this uprising. They created the newborn spirits. Pure in heart and noble in the cause of regaining balance in the realms of existence, they vanquished the evil threat and banished it to eternal darkness. Millenniums have passed and a curse eons old is set in motion to unleash terror once more. Really interesting book here. This is going to go for $20 today. Really cool independent book. You're not going to be able to buy this in comic shops. No, nothing off to you? No, I was talking about the leg. I thought you were talking about Leg Buzz Juke Joint. Did you claim this? I thought you liked this. Because you said, I see a comment here that says, I love that one sold. While I was talking about that. Did we make a mistake here? Let me know. It's okay. So Now Born: Rise of the Mlezi. This is going to go for $20. No big deal, Katrina. I'm sorry, I may have misread you there. What happened to the thing? And I think that what you're really trying to tell me is you want to see more commercials, and that's okay. I know you want to see more commercials. I'm sorry I couldn't have more done. Oh, you wanted Monster Matador. You worked on it. I'll do it for $10. So you want a Monster Matador, and Massacre at the Comic Shop is $10. Okay, so Leg Buzz Juke Joint, I'm putting back up for anybody who might be interested in that. Yeah, you have it. Okay, cool. But you want this, though. Okay, so Monster Matador goes back up. I'm sorry, Katrina. It's a day. Okay. You want it, but this one you'll take. Oh, yeah, she did buy it. Okay, yeah, she did. Lorena did pick it up. You were commenting on that. I'm sorry. I misread it. That is my fault. That is on me. That is my fault. My bad. No worries. Did you want the Massacre at the Comic Shop, though? Okay, so you'll take that one. Perfect. Okay. Glad we got that figured out. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, last graphic novel I have here is Intertwined, The Spirits of the Wu Jing Saga from Fair Square Graphics. This is written and by Fabrice Sapolsky. You guys know Fabrice. We do a lot of conventions together. And it is illustrated by what is his artist's name? Fred Pham Chong. Fred Chong. And this is going to go for $40 today. It is completely sold out. You cannot buy it anywhere else because Fabrice doesn't have any more copies. If you are interested, let me know. And Intertwine. This is going to go for $40. This is the only copy I have. I have my own personal copy, and then I have this book right here. And I picked this up in order to support our good friend Fabrice. So got some $5 trades here. Only got 4 of them left. We got Iron Man The End, Eclipse, Death of Superman, and Spider-Man Mysterio Rising. I almost feel like anytime I come across a collection of trades, I always come across the Death of Superman. And even when I think I've already sold everybody who could possibly have a copy of that book, I end up finding an extra copy of it in my own collection. There's just so many of these. It was such a big deal when it came out, Death of Superman. And I think they released the Death of Superman and the trade on the same day, which was kind of interesting. They were able to get both books out at the same time. Yes, Fabrice is awesome. And Intertwined is awesome. It's a Project Onrie. All right. Let's do FOMO books. It is the top of the hour here. Let's show off these FOMO books here. So give me just 1 second.
It's FOMO time! Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play Flash comics on Onrie Show because of me! And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie!
Oh my God, like, shut up already.
All right. So, Katrina, are you taking Intertwined? If you're taking Intertwined, I'll put it on your stack. And we already kind of got a layaway plan. And speaking of which, I got to reach out to Grand Rapids. But I will put this on your stack since you want it. We already got a layaway plan. I know you're good for this, so we'll handle it when the time is right. You don't got to pay today. You'll pay when we get a chance to do it. Another thing, too, by the way, Katrina, I am looking to share my space at C2E2. And if you want to come out there and maybe take up about 4 feet of space, this is going to be about this much space here, about a table's worth of space. We can work something out potentially. And that way you can take like half of the stuff that I have for you and let me know. We can talk after hours. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate you. You're amazing. Okay. FOMO books. Going to keep it nice and easy today. Every one of these FOMO books is going for $3, and that's it. Not a price, not a cent more on any of these. So I got the Infinity Crusade #1 going for $3. I have Batman Man-Bat Elseworlds, $3 on this. Should be a $5 book, doing it for $3. Uncanny X-Men 300, $3 on this. Wolverine #50, that's going to go for $3. Uncanny X-Men #198, Life Death Part 2 by Claremont and Barry Windsor Smith. Go get it for $3 right now. $3 on this. Amazing Spider-Man #304. This is going to go for $3. Mr. T and the T-Force #1 by Neil Adams. This is going to go for $3. Fantastic Four 194, $3 on this. Incredible Hulk 267, $3 on this. And Captain America #325. Nomad is going after the Slug and kicking the crap out of him. $3 on this. I actually really like what they did with the Slug and Ironheart. So I'm going to move our FOMO books here. My bad. So we have room on the left, right? Claim your FOMO books. Do it! Do it now! It's right here! Do it now! Mr. T. Off to Lorena. And Spidey. Sweet! Infinity Crusade has a cool gold foil cover. Fantastic Four 194. Pre 200 Fantastic Four here. We've got Incredible Hulk 267 at 3, Captain America 325 at 3. $3 FOMO books. All right, let's start building out our $2 here. Did you guys see the He-Man trailer yesterday? That looks pretty damn good. He-Man looks fantastic. Okay. I have Electric Warrior number 1. That's going to go for $2. X-Men 181 is $2. The Batman and the Outsiders annual number 1 is $2. Gods number 6 by Jonathan Hickman and Valerio Schiti, $2. Yeah, I'm so excited for He-Man. The way I saw it initially on your comment, I thought it said Herman. I'm really excited about Herman. Yeah, Herman's a good guy. Good old Hermie. Kazar, Lord of the Hidden Jungle, number 6 is $2. Scarlet Witch, number 2 is $2. Amazing Spider-Man, number 99 is $2. Moon Knight, number 4, I got 2 copies of it, going for $2. I'm actually really excited. I think the movie's going to be great. The second they showed him turn into He-Man, I was like, yeah, it's going to be great. Everybody's complaining about Jared Leto being Skeletor, though. Like, what's the deal with that? Like, who cares? He looks the part. He looks fine. West Coast Avengers Annual number 2, $2. Origins of Siege number 1 is $2. He-Man. Venom number 29 variant cover going for $2. Yeah, the trailer's great. The trailer is fantastic. Dazzler number 27, $2. Actually, you know what? Screw it. All these books are $1. Let's move them out of here. X-Men Curse of the Mutants number 2, $1. Secrets of the Legion of Superheroes number 3 is $1. New X-Men 139 is $1. Let's do some dollar bin diving. Let's move some of these books. He-Man. Beep 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 beep. All right, Seeker 3000 Marvel Premiere number 41, $1. Hercules Unbound number 5, $1. Thanos number 12, $1. X Factor 92, $1. Punisher number 13, $1. Spectacular Spider-Man 177, $1. Batman Off-World number 5, $1. Iron Man 227, $1. And Astronaut Down number 1 is $1. It's a great book, by the way. All right, if anybody's interested in this big bundle of books here, I will do the entire rack for $15. $15 on the rack. Do you want these books? Get them now. You're paying less than $1 per book. Less than 50 cents a book. Probably about 30 cents a book. $15 gets you the rack, the left rack. Let's do this. Let's make a deal. Leroy Jenkins. Come on, let's do it. I don't know. If Chuck's here, you know, he'll let us know. Chuck's a busy man. He's editing a lot of stuff right now. You are looking out for Chuck. I'm sure he appreciates it. I think he wanted the trades though, because he said, you know, you had me at $5 trade, so I think he was looking for those, but all those got claimed.
The worst thing about it is I always wish I had more. So $2 a book, or sorry, $1 a book, or $15 for the entire rack. Yeah, now's a tough time. I got to be honest with you. The biggest thing that's challenging for me right now, Katrina, is conventions are, well, you and I, we've kind of talked about this. January really hit me because so many conventions that are happening 4 to 5 months from now are hitting me up for money now. They want to get paid now. And so it's been really hard for me to try and accommodate everybody. That's been rough. But the good news is I know that it's not like the money's gone and I'll never see it again. I'll see it again once I go and do the convention. So I'm investing in the future. The money will come back, and then it'll go out again. Then it'll come back again. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you're in a situation like that. And Katrina, I never have any problems like working things out with you down the road. So, there's no pressure. You and I have a system worked out. We've already taken care of it. I hope you can find some editorial work right now. God only knows there's some books that really need some serious editing. Okay, Venom. There's the Venom. I saw it. Venom, ASM, and X Factor. All going for $1 a piece off Mike Storm. That is $3, sir. Sweet. Kingpin number 3 is $1. Ghost Rider 67 is $1. And then I have Men of Wrath by Jason Aaron and Ron Garney. $1 on that. Yeah, no, of course. No, you're great. Honestly, Katrina, you've been such a great addition to the crew on Kicking It, and I really appreciate you being here. You're awesome. And so it's been already like what? This is like your second year, like coming here and hanging out for like every show. I've turned Katrina into an addict. This is pretty funny. And Ghost Rider's off to the buck. Batman and Robin 18, $1 on this. So it's interesting what's going on with Doom right now. Last week they released a book called the Dungeons of Doom. So in the whole Dr. Doom, One World Under Doom storyline, Doom basically became the leader of the entire world because he was the Sorcerer Supreme. But eventually he had to give up this power in order to save Valeria Richards, who is technically his goddaughter. So goddaughter or whatever, but she calls him Uncle Doom. But he gives himself up, gives up all his powers in order to save her. But he doesn't just give up his powers, he gives up his life. So now that he's given up his life, his entire empire is crumbling now, and Latveria is being invaded. And the story is about a couple mercenaries who are trying to break into Doom's dungeon and to see what's going on. And Red Hulk, who is Thunderbolt Ross and has been imprisoned by Doom, is now like unhinged, and he wants revenge, and he wants to break down and take over Latveria. So Red Hulk has had a big role to play in the One World Under Doom like saga, and it all starts with this Red Hulk series right here, which has been fantastic. It was 10 issues long, and it was really great. He breaks out of Doom's prison and is hunted down, and he's with Machine Man, Deathlock, and one of Doom's soldiers who have defected.
And it's a really great series. You don't really see a lot of Red Hulk. You see a lot of Thunderbolt Ross, which is cool because it gives you some insight into the character. But you see, he's not just trying to fight for America. He's also kind of got his own intent, his own agenda too, to maintain dominant or to put himself in a position of dominance because he's been used by Doom. It's really, really great. I'm going to do issue 2 for $1. I have the whole series in my collection. Barbaric, Born in Blood, number 3 is going to go for $1. Amazing Spider-Man 14. This is legacy number 908. We got Chasm on the cover, who was Ben Reilly's other alter ego. $1 on this. I don't like this kind of crap. I wish that they would just do away. I don't mind Ben Reilly, but just make him the Scarlet Spider. Spider-Woman number 1 is going to go for $1. Honestly, I was thinking about this the other day. The best way to reset everything with Spider-Man is to isolate Spider-Man. And, have all the other Spider versions of him in different universes. Like Miles Morales, he's in another universe from Peter Parker. When they're into the same universe, things get really there's too many Spider-Mans now. And I don't mind them teaming up, but you can always have a universe crossover, and they do that thousands of times. I really feel like Spider-Man needs a renaissance. I'm not digging what I've been seeing so far. Of course, some other creator could come in and fix all that, but I don't even think it's a creative problem. I've already addressed this. I think that this is an editorial problem. I think the editorial mainframe over there needs to be restructured because they got great writers on Spider-Man, or they've had great writers on Amazing Spider-Man. These are guys who have proven that they can write the character. Ghost Rider Marvel Knights 5 of 6 is going to go for $1. Incredible Hulk 338. I'll do this for $1. Good old Onrie. Spirits of Vengeance number 10 is $1. Conan the Barbarian 189 is $1. ASM 14. Sweet. Chris, I got you on that. He-Man. Meow, 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 meow. Nighthawk number 1 of 3, $1. Giant Size X-Men number 9, The Saga of Storm, Goddess of Thunder, $1. What if Professor X of the X-Men had become the Juggernaut? $1. Magneto Ascendant. This is a bunch of short stories or collection of classic stories featuring the Master of Magnetism. $1. And then I have Wolverine 55, 57, and 73. One for $3. Okay. I need takers on the rack. $15 on the rack. If not, I'm going to take all this stuff down in a minute. Good old Onrie Rand. That's why Katrina's here. Not even for my commercials. I'm insulted. All right, I'm taking the dollar books down. They're going away. They're going back into the collection. We'll bring out some more. And then I kind of want to clear off what we have here. And guys, I want to thank everyone for being so flexible. My plans changed yesterday. And so the plans that I was supposed to have for today changed, mainly because the kids had school. So I wouldn't have been able to have the plans that I wanted today yesterday. Or no, the plans I wanted today I had to have them yesterday. It was fortunate enough that I was able to work them out yesterday. And I had a good time. So, I appreciate everybody's flexibility, though. This is great. We had a great showing today. With all those $5 trades, it's exciting. Blaine Swindle would be really proud of me. He'd be so freaking proud of me. Oh, and I got a message from you about my commercials. Yes, I keep winning. What can I say? All right. I'm going to take down the trades that I showcased. I'm going to show them off one more time. And then they're going back into the box. I'm glad we were able to move a Monster Matador. That's really fantastic. I'm going to show off some of these books again. Again, these are not $5 trades, but they are books that I got from the publishers that make them at wholesale prices. So I'm selling them at retail price, and they are new books. So it's basically coming straight from the publisher to me, to you guys. So I have Chimera, Book 1, The Righteous and the Lost by Tyler Ellis. Haunted by their past, a crew of thieves is hired for a covert mission in the midst of a galaxy being ripped apart by an interstellar holy war. If they want to survive, much less succeed, they must navigate hostile worlds, vengeful aliens, a deranged demon, and betrayal from within. Really gorgeous interiors here. If you're a fan of saga and books along those lines, I think you'll like that. And it's going to go for $20, and I have 3 copies of it. I have the Casebook of Robert Black, which is about Rabbit Black. Sorry, the Casebook of Rabbit Black, who is a detective who ends up murdered and now has to solve his murder or their murder. This is going to go for $15, and I have 3 copies. The things they did is a COVID anthology. I have signatures by 3 of the creators. It's going to go for just $10. The Chronicles of the Nowborn, Rise of the Mlezi. This is going to go for $20. It's about African mythology. Relic Stone, Blood and Paint #1. I'll do this for $3 if anybody wants this. And then I still have Monster Matador. I have the soft cover going for $25, hardcover is $35. And then I have Legba's Juke Joint, signed by Ron Miltz and Chris Thayer. That's going to go for $20. If you're a fan of the movie Sinners, I think you'll like that. He-Man. He-Man. Meow, 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 meow. He-Man. Sorry. It's stuck in my head. If it's stuck in yours, you're welcome. $5 trades that remain. How do we have $5 trades that remain? I don't know, but we have $5 trades that remain. Plus another book that is upstairs, and I'm going to have to go upstairs and grab for you guys because Max was unable to find it. Not his fault. It's probably hidden somewhere. Spider-Man Mysterio Rising is going to go for $5. Iron Man The End is $5. Eclipse Volume 1 is $5. And The Death of Superman is going to go for $5. No big deal if these don't sell. This gives me something to work off of next time with stock. So I'll see if I can start putting together another stack of $5 trades, and we'll just work these right in there. But if you want them right now, they're yours for just $5. And let's not forget our $3 FOMO books. We still have 8 of them left. 2 of them have been claimed. So we're going to do 8 FOMO books, $3 a pop. Don't know where 5 came from. $3 a pop. Uncanny X-Men 198 is 3. Infinity Crusade 1 is 3. Wolverine number 50 is 3. Fantastic Four 194 is 3. Uncanny X-Men 300 is 3. Incredible Hulk 267 is 3. Batman Man-Bat Elseworld Story $3. And Captain America 325 is $3. So $3 on these FOMO books. We're going to move them right over here. Now the show's starting to look like it normally does. And I'm going to run those commercials real quick because I want to go upstairs and get that $5 trade. So I will be right back. I'm going to air the commercials one more time because every commercial needs to be aired twice. So let's do it.
Are you getting lost again? Can't trust iMaps, Google Maps, or that wacky weird Waze app? Well, don't worry, because we have the solution for you. Go straight! Straight! You idiot! Introducing the Sam Kinison GPS. It'll keep you on track. You see this? Come here! Take a little look at this. This is sand. It's sand. You're supposed to be in the city, not the desert. Nobody lives in the desert. Never get lost again, because if you do, you'll be berated in front of the whole family for it. Get your kid off your lap! Who puts their kid on their lap while they're driving? Order the Sam Kinison GPS system for only $199.95. And if you order today, we'll throw in the Gilbert Godfrey GPS system for only $49.99. Order now at 1-800-GPS-SCAM. Would you like to save an expensive hotel, yes? Come stay in my Section 8 housing complex for only $100 night. As you see here, our facilities, good cleaning, yes? Comfortable bed, yes? Breakfast, yes? No, you want these things, you buy. You not demand these things from Ishmael. You give me money and maybe I give you a place to sleep. Are you running a business that's only making $3 million a year? If so, you suck and you should quit your business and get a job at McDonald's because $3 million sucks. You know what doesn't suck? $10 million. It still sucks though, and that's where I come in. My name is Blaine Swindle. I convinced a bunch of rich people to hire me because they had nothing better to do with their money. I charged them an incredibly high premium and then took a 3-week vacation with my girlfriend at the time to the Bahamas, where I did all kinds of drugs and didn't take any calls. When I finally decided to resurface, the company had grown, thanks only to my great and brilliant ideas. And that's where I made my exit. If you want me to help you grow your business, go to my website, make an appointment, and I'll pencil you in with my eraser. Just go to www.kissmyass.com for more details.
Coming this summer, robbing houses isn't enough. If you want results, you need to take out the trash that you're stealing and then rummage through the garbage for valuables. Joaquin Phoenix's Death Burglar, based on a true story.
Are you looking to get filthy rich off your comic book collection? Good. Buy this book right here. In fact, buy 30 copies of it, and in about 25 years, it'll be worth a fraction more than it was worth today. Possibly. You'll make a grand total of somewhere around $10 to $15, which by that point won't even get you a Happy Meal at McDonald's because of inflation. You're welcome.
So while you guys were watching these, I went downstairs and I got a really cool graphic novel that I got from a creator. This is called Threads. I'm going to read to you what it's about. Phoebe and Devin Strand are sisters looking to break into the fashion industry. While Devin finds immediate success as a model, her sister Phoebe struggles to break in as a designer. They both face issues with Devin's sudden success until the girls discover an alien fabric that changes their fortunes, challenges their relationship, and tries to take over the world. Read the graphic novel that Alex Niss of Poplitico gives a special nod to the fact that in World of Comics, based on the same idea, this is something new. This is really cool. So I met this creator who was actually a big fan of J.M. DeMatteis and actually got some pointers from him about his book, and he put this out and he gave me a copy. I told him that I would share it with you guys, and it's really a nice bound book. Like, it's soft cover, but it looks like they use newsprint for the interiors. Really cool. This is going to go for just $5 for anybody who wants it. That is my last $5 trade. That's what Max was looking for but couldn't find. So I'll put this over here in case anybody wants it. Threads is the last $5 book we got here. Highly recommend this. It's a cool independent book. It's going for $5.
Death Burglar. So you're gonna write a Death Burglar story? That's awesome. All right, so while you guys were watching the commercials, I was reading some comments made by Mr. Ryan Blair, who who inspired Plain Swindle. And this guy, I don't know, during my days working in the hedge fund world, I met so many people like this. They would overpromise and underdeliver. It's like they're the type of guys who say such ridiculous things like, if you have $10 million, it's not a big deal. You know what's a big deal? $100 million. It's like, no shit. Yes, we all know this asshole. Like, everything he's saying is, just kind of, it sounds so simple that you kind of have to go in with him. And so I decided to make a commercial of what working with a guy like that would really look like. But here's what I love is he posted things, and I'm going to apply it right now. You're going to see me take the Ryan Blair tactics and apply them right here on Kicking It right now. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, my business doesn't bring in $3 million a year. Thus, I'm a failure. I probably should quit doing comics and start working at McDonald's because I just don't have a future. I mean, seriously, $3 million a year. Are you fucking kidding me? If I had $3 million a year from business, that would be great. I'd be very happy with that. All right, anyway, shut up. Listen, here's what he says. Want to level up fast? Change your circle. Growth accelerates when you surround yourself with people who push you to think bigger, act boldly, and move with purpose. So I made a decision, guys. I need to change my circle. I'm banning everybody from this show because I need to change my circle. I need to surround myself with bigger thinkers. That's it. This is the last time we're all going to see each other. After this show, I'm going to skim through the comments and ban every single one of you guys because I need to change my circle. I'm not making $3 million a year. I suck ass. There we go. That's one. Just kidding. I'm not going to do any of that. This is how ridiculous it sounds. Okay, the next thing. The best leaders aren't afraid to stand out. No shit. I stand in front of my table all the time. They see a future others can't yet imagine and take bold steps to create it. True, yes. Leadership is about having the courage to go into the unexplored cave with others never enter. I don't go into caves, you dickhead. Fuck you. All right, so there we go. There's another thing I'm thrown off. Okay, last one. Okay, I promise this is it. I used to think silence was a waste of time. Now I think it's where my best ideas and breakthroughs come from. This can be the greatest strategy in growing your business in a world full of noise and distraction. It's perfect. We're on the air right now. I'm going to be silent with you guys. We're just going to sit together in silence. So shut the fuck up, okay? We're not talking at all right now for the next 2 minutes. If you have anything to say, shut up. First person to talk loses. Don't say a fucking thing right now. I'll you shut the hell up. Shut. It's a damn thing. Best idea is coming to me. I came up with Death Burglar while I was on the air, by the way. It's right when I was Jay. Jay was here too. Not really doing a good job of being silent. Well, God, no wonder why I'm failing. I'm talking the whole time. All these ideas, they want to penetrate, but because I can't shut my damn mouth, they can't come in. They can't penetrate. That's it. It's over. I'm just doomed to be a lowly, sad comic book guy. Maybe Ryan Blair was right. Changing my circle. Circle's changing. Change your circles, everybody. You're fired. All of you. Mythos, X-Men. Number 1 is $1. You guys are like finally selling freaking comics again. Midnight Suns, number 1 is $1. Doom Patrol 51 is $1. Sensational Spider-Man number 25 is $1. Plain Swindle. How many of you guys have a $10 million business? Just let me know. And who advertises that on Facebook? Do you know how much of how few people are business owners that run at that capacity? I think that's hilarious. I could get you to $100 million, $200 million, easy, overnight. Yeah, okay. Your mom can do that.
That's the loudest 2 minutes of my life. Sorry, Katrina. We need to change circles here. You need to be on the other side of the circle. Okay, Multiversity number 1. Got the full color cover, and I have the black and white sketch cover going for $1. So I was reading reviews about this guy too. Because, I wouldn't lie. I am always interested in growing my business and doing better. It's not like I'm stuck in this mindset that I have to be where I'm at. To be honest with you guys, I'm more interested in preserving what I have. In order to preserve what I have to grow what I have. So that's the way I see it. I'm not about growing in a sense that I lose who I am and why I do what I do. And that's a real battle, right? That's a very serious thing, because if you commit yourself fully to something, you're sacrificing something else. And, I just want balance. I want to be able to see my kids. I want to be here for my kids. I want to have a life outside of work, but I also want to be able to work, and I want to see success in the things that I do with work. So all these things are very, real, and I do take them seriously. I even look at some of the things he says and, take some of that seriously too. But the whole idea of like, yeah, if you have a $10 million, it's like, that's really not good. You know what the real deal today is having $100 million. It's like, dude, you are talking so far up your ass. You're like Liber King 2.0. It's like, geez, sorry. Mike is changing spots with you. All right, Ultimate 6, number 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna go for $3 on these. Yandu number 1 is $1. I have this Wizard magazine book going for $1. What the heck is going on? Hang on. Okay, meet those. No problem. What is going on? Getting some kind of error. Oh man, they may have deleted my stream on Facebook because I made fun of Blaine Swindle or Ryan Blair. Someone reported me. Someone's talking about him on Facebook. I deleted it. What a jerk! If he calls me up, I'm going to tell him no. Meet those. Off to Chris. No problem, brother. I got you. Is it? I don't know. I just got a warning from there. Let's see. It could have just been a technology error. I don't know. StreamYard is acting really strange these days. Am I live right now on Facebook? Yeah, it ended. Wow, that sucks. Why did it end? That's some BS. That is very weird. Okay, well then I guess we're on YouTube. At least I can't get there. At least Ryan Blair can't take me down. You guys think it was Ryan Blair? Did Ryan Blair come after me? I will kick his fucking ass on the street. I'll fuck him up. I'll totally fuck that guy up. He'd probably fuck me up. So apparently he actually fucked his ex-girlfriend up. He really did. You guys can look this up online. This is true. He punched out her teeth. Oh, okay, good. All right. So I can continue disrespecting him on YouTube. That's good, Mike. Thanks for clarifying that. All right. Oh, well. Fuck you, Facebook. Actually, it's really fuck StreamYard. I don't care about Facebook. Okie dokie. Saga of the Submariner, number 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, and 11. This is written by Roy Thomas, illustrated by Rich Buckler, Each book's going to go for $1. Get them all for $6. This is a great series. Dark Stars 37 is $1. Rumble #2 is $1. Exo Manowar 0 is $1. Iron Fist #1 is $1. Incredible Hulk 391 is $1. 399 is $1. And 404 is $1. You can get them all for $3. Yeah, if anything, like my hedge fund days have taught me how to like really spot people to stay away from, and you can get a sense. People will always overpromise and underdeliver. So the people that you typically want to work with are people who don't make any promises, but have a real strategy for ways that could actually help you. And I think saying something as ridiculous as I could take your business from $100 million to $200 million a year, that requires something really aggressive. If it could happen, something very aggressive and probably not very, ethical, I would say, or not, borderline unethical. And just think that it's better to just be real with people and allow growth to just happen fundamentally rather than trying to force it in some astronomical way. Growing a business from 10 to $100 million, like, come on, dude. Come on. Like, it's just BS. Space Above and Beyond the Gauntlet #2 of 2. This is going to go for $1. And the people that he's really targeting are people who are a really small percentage of people who are probably at a level that is somewhere around like $500,000 a year, maybe even $250,000 a year in business, and trying to see if they would be brave enough to jump on something like that with him. But like certain businesses, it's really hard to scale, especially depending on the business. It's like, okay, yeah, I got a business that is, I'm selling, thumbtacks, and it's like, I want to scale this up to $100 million. Like, is there that much demand for thumbtacks? Like, I don't know, maybe there is, but is the markup high enough on it? I don't know. It's like just saying it just outwardly, every business is different. It's just like every person is different, and I don't think you can, I don't think you could just throw business into a certain category and be like, okay, this is it, Venom 152, 153. This is going to go for $2 for these two. We got about 10 minutes left on the clock here. Plunge #2 is $1. Hardcore #7 is $1. Parallax #1 is $1. Just a Pilgrim #1 is $1. John Carter, Warlord of Mars #13 is $1. Marvel Legacy #1 is $1. Secret Wars #3 is $1. It's damaged. You can see the numbers kind of ripped off over there. Good for $1. Deadpool 31 is $1. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man Annual #7 is $1. All right, so I have threads here. I'm going to add that to what remains of my $5 trade stack here. Hopefully we'll get more $5 trades in the coming weeks. I will definitely be on the hunt. Hopefully we get something so we can have another exciting show like today. That would be fantastic. Hawkeye #9 is $1. Iron Man Ironheart Generations #1 is $1. Jean Grey Phoenix Generations is $1. Berserker #2 is $1. It's actually coming to Netflix soon. Midnight Suns Unlimited #3 is $1. The Silent Invasion #1 is $1. Old Man Hawkeye #7 is $1. X-Men Mangaverse #1 is $1. Incredible Hulk 412 is $1. We'll add this to our Hulk stack here. We'll get 4 Hulk books for $4. These here. Ultimate Avengers number 5 and number 6, $2 on these. Fantastic Four Mangaverse number 1 is $1. Frank Miller's Ronin book 2 number 3 is $1. Guardians of the Galaxy 13 is $1. Evil Ernie number 4 is $1. Deadly Foes of Spider-Man number 1 is $1. New Avengers number 14 is $1. And these are all books that I'm pretty much done showing off, so you're not going to see them anymore after today. Hopefully we can sell them off in the next couple minutes here. All books down. One more stack here, and I'm going to do a double rack deal. Hopefully we can move off some inventory. Flash number 2 is going for $1. Guy Gardner number 1 is $1. Punisher War Journal 15 is $1. Thanos and the Infinity Watch Annual is $1. Ferrist number 14 is $1. And Thanos Death Notes is $1. Dollar books here, guys. Building quite a box here, quite a fort here. Razor and Sheath Special number 1 is $1. Amazing Spider-Man 366 is $1. And Extreme Hero is going to go for $1. Okay, here's the deal. We got 8 minutes left on the clock. I'm going to do a deal right now where if anybody wants to get the double rack of books, that's everything on these 2 racks here, it's going to be $25 for everything on the double rack. All right, ASM 366 off to Mike. I'll throw in an extra book if you guys still want to do that deal. I had a feeling Mike was going to jump on that. 36, sorry, not 36. The entire double rack at $25. So Spider-Man and X Factor number 1, we'll put that up for $1. If anybody wants a double rack, it is $25 for everything. $25 for everything. All right, we're going over the bottom row again. And I'll be back on the air next Tuesday on the experience at 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, with brand new stuff for you guys. We'll have new FOMO books as well. We'll be out this weekend, early next week, doing a restock for you guys. You've definitely given me a budget to work off of, which is fantastic. I appreciate that. I will send invoices out at some point this weekend. So Uncanny X-Men 300, $3. Uncanny X-Men 198, $3. Incredible Hulk 267, $3 on that. Batman Man Bat, $3 on this. Codename Wolverine, 50, $3. Infinity Crusade number 1 is $3. Captain America 325 is $3. Fantastic Four 194 is $3. So those are all the FOMO books that we have for today that are left. They're all going for $3 a pop. Feel free to jump on any of them. And Cap Fighting Slug is pretty cool. I'm going to do wheel spins in a moment here. But before that, I want to go through everything. No problem. So I have Mad Dog #1 going for $3. This is a character based off of Bob Newhart's TV show Bob. It's going to go for $3. The Pit is going to go for $3. Swamp Thing 39 is $3. X-Men 30 is $3. Rom Space Knight 40 is $3. Superman Real Worlds, $3 on this. Books of Doom 5 of 6 is going to go for $5. Cops #1 is $3. Spider-Man Reign 2 #1 is $3. Star Wars 17 is $5. Spider-Woman 46 is $3. And then I got Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man 129, that's $3. Superman Forever #1 is $3. And Moon Knight 35 is $3. And let's see here. What are we going to do? Oh, yeah, we got these stacks here. Last things I'll pitch you. I have Legacy of Kain Defiance. Each book is going to go for $50. You want them together, $100. I have Batman, The Many Faces of Deaths of Batman, $433, $434, $435. This is going to go for $9. And then I got the Hero Killers. This is the Amazing Spider-Man annuals. I have Annual 26, Annual 12 of Spectacular, Annual 8 of Web of Spider-Man, and the New Warriors Volume or Annual 2. This makes up the whole Hero Killers run here, and that is going to go for $10. If anybody wants to make me an offer on any of those books too, let me know. What can we do to make this more interesting for you guys? Just let me know. If you saw something you liked, give me a price that you want on it, and maybe we can work something out right now. In just a minute here, we're going to do spins on the wheel. And Mike, I will invoice you. I'll get everything done at once. After I do a whole bunch of procrastinating, I will totally invoice you. Okay, I got about 3 minutes left here. Of course, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. Your business always means a lot to me. You're good people. All right, we're doing the wheel of skid bark. It is time.
It's time to spin the wheel of skid
All right, I am spinning for David Moore. David Moore gets a free Marvel book. He's getting Marvel Legacy 1. Let's see, 10. Okay. Trina gets a spin on the wheel. Trina gets a free Marvel book, and she's going to get Iron Fist. Iron Fist for Trina. And then we got Lorena here. Lorena gets a spin on the wheel. And Lorena gets a free Marvel. She gets Deadly Foes of Spider-Man #1. Guys, thank you all so much. I appreciate everybody coming here and hanging out with me this afternoon. Like I said, I'll be back next Tuesday. I appreciate everybody's support this week. We've had a really solid week in live sales. We're off to a good start here. I appreciate it. I will send invoices because I want to get your stuff out to you so that we can start fresh. The money that I get from you guys paying for your books is going to allow me to go out and get more. I want to populate these shows with books that you guys want to see on here, and I also want to give you guys the best service that I can, make these shows fun for you, and hopefully figure out what's going on with StreamYard and Facebook. We'll get to that later on. But thank you for migrating over. Thank you for claiming today. You guys are fantastic. I absolutely love and adore all of you. You guys are my family. I would never trade you guys for anything. Not changing any circles. You guys are my circle, and I cultivate that circle. You guys are why I do this. So thank you so much. You guys have been fantastic this week. I am so grateful. Have a wonderful weekend. If you're in my neck of the woods, stay warm, bundle up. If you're in a warmer place, kiss my ass. You're awesome. You're lucky. All right. Take care, guys. Love you. Yeah, we'll talk about C2E2 Katrina. Everybody else have a